Good afternoon, students. In the previous videos, I told you that the human digestive system is composed of alimentary canal and the associative glands. We have done with the alimentary canal, and next is the digestive glands. Fine. So, three glands are involved here: salivary glands, liver and pancreas. Let's do one by one. First one is the salivary glands. Three pairs of salivary glands are present: parotid gland, submaxillary or submandibular. Maxillary are also called as mandibular. Sublinguals. Parotid glands are present in the cheek region. Maxillary or mandibular glands are present at the lower jaw, and sublingual glands are present below the tongue. So, three pairs of salivary glands are present: 1, 2 and 3, means 2 parotid, 2 submaxillary or 2 lingual glands. Fine. These three pair of salivary glands are present outside the buccal cavity, and they secrete, the function of these three glands is they secrete saliva into the buccal cavity. Fine. And saliva contains an enzyme called as salivary amylase, and the old name of salivary amylase is ptyalin, means both are same. You can say ptyalin, P is silent. So, ptyalin and salivary amylase both are same. Fine. This enzyme salivary amylase will help in the digestion of starch, because we know that digestion will start in buccal cavity and completed in small intestine. Fine. So, digestion will start from here, buccal cavity, and in buccal cavity what happens? These three pairs of salivary glands present outside the buccal cavity, they secrete the saliva into the buccal cavity. Saliva contains an enzyme called as salivary amylase, and this enzyme help in the digestion of starch. This was about salivary glands. The next gland is liver. We know that liver is the largest gland. I am saying largest gland, not largest endocrine gland. Largest endocrine gland is thyroid gland, and liver is the largest gland. Fine. Weight of the liver is 1.2 to 1.5 kg, and liver is present in the abdominal region just below the diaphragm. Okay. And liver contains two lobes, like see, लीवर का जो स्ट्रक्चर है कुछ इस तरह से, दिस इज द वन लोब and this is the second lobe. So, two lobes of liver are there, and each lobe is made up of thousands of lobules called as hepatic lobules. Hepatic यूज हुआ है लीवर के लिए, जैसे गैस्ट्रिक यूज़ करते हैं स्टमक के लिए, रीनल यूज़ करते हैं किडनी के लिए, वैसे ही हेपेटिक यूज़ होगा लीवर के लिए. फाइन. सो दीज आर द टू लोब्स ऑफ द लीवर. ईच लोब contains thousands of hepatic lobules. This is the suppose one hepatic lobule. Fine. And each hepatic lobule contains cells. These are the cells. These cells are called as hepatocytes because these are the liver cells. Hepato from the liver. Hepatocytes, cytes means cell. Cells of the liver, and these cells secrete bile, because we know liver secrete bile, and especially these cells, hepatocytes, will secrete bile. And let me tell you, these hepatic lobules are the structural and functional unit of the liver. Why they are structural and functional unit of the liver? Because they contains these cells which will secrete the bile. Fine. Let's do once again. Liver is having two lobes. Fine. And each lobe contains thousands of hepatic lobules. Each lobule contain hepatic cells. These cells secrete bile, and each hepatic lobule is surrounded by a thin connective tissue which is called as Gleason's capsule. Means this tissue provide covering or the protection to the hepatic lobules. Fine. Now the question arises that liver is the endocrine gland or the exocrine gland. Endocrine glands are those which don't have duct and they secrete their secretions directly into the blood. They are endocrine. Fine. Exocrine glands are those which have ducts. Ducts means the tubes or the channels with the help of which they secrete their secretions. Endocrine glands will pour the secretions directly into the blood, but exocrine gland will pour the secretions outside the body. Endocrine glands are ductless, but exocrine are having ducts. Secretions of endocrine gland are known as hormones, and exocrine glands secrete various juices containing enzymes. Fine. So significantly, the liver is exocrine gland. Why? Because liver cells secrete bile, but it is an endocrine gland also, because its endocrine part secrete various plasma proteins containing clotting factors. Fine. So liver is significantly, it is exocrine, but it is endocrine also. Fine. Now the ducts of liver are called as hepatic ducts, and the ducts of gallbladder is called as the cystic duct. We know that liver cells secrete bile, and that bile will be stored inside a gallbladder. Fine. gallbladder के duct को कहते हैं cystic duct. So जब liver produce करेगा bile, सो हिपैटिक डक्ट्स के थ्रू वो बाइल होता हुआ कहाँ एंटर करेगा? गोल ब्लैडर में. गोल ब्लैडर के डक्ट्स के थ्रू फिर वो पास होगा. सिस्टिक डक्ट और हिपैटिक डक्ट दोनों मिल जाते हैं आपस में, इसे कहते हैं कॉमन बाइल डक्ट, या आप कॉमन हिपैटिक डक्ट भी बोल सकते हो, नो प्रॉब्लम. कॉमन बाइल डक्ट मीन्स हिपैटिक डक्ट एज वेल एज द सिस्टिक डक्ट, दोनों एक दूसरे से मिलते हैं. Then the common bile duct will join the duct of pancreas called as pancreatic duct. Fine. When both of these meet, common bile duct and pancreatic duct, both of these are collectively called as hepatopancreatic duct. Hepato from the liver, pancreatic duct from the pancreas. So hepatopancreatic duct. And this duct finally opens into the duodenum. Duodenum, we know it is a U-shaped structure. It is the part of small intestine, and not U-shaped. It is a C-shaped structure. Duodenum, the part of small intestine. We know three parts of small intestine are there: duodenum, jejunum, and ileum. This hepatopancreatic duct will open into the duodenum. मीन्स यहाँ से जो बाइल आएगा इन डक्ट्स के थ्रू होता हुआ कहाँ एंटर करेगा? फाइनली डियोडिनम के अंदर, बिकॉज फाइनल डाइजेशन विल टेक्स प्लेस इन द स्मॉल इंटेस्टाइन, पर्टिकुलरली इन दिस रीजन. एंड द ओपनिंग ऑफ दिस डक्ट into the duodenum is guarded or controlled by special type of the muscles called as sphincter of Oddi. I show you in the diagram. See, this is the diagram. These are the ducts of, what can we say, liver. Fine. Suppose here is the liver. Fine. Then what happen? The liver cells will secrete bile. Then through these ducts bile will come, and this is what? Gallbladder, and these are the ducts of gallbladder. The ducts of gallbladder are called as cystic duct. Then both of these ducts will meet, is known as common bile duct, or you can say common hepatic duct. एक ही बात है, आप दोनों में से कोई भी टर्म यूज कर सकते हो, no problem. Then this common duct will meet, कहाँ मिलेगा? Will meet, this is the pancreas, leaf like structure. Fine. This is the pancreas, which is situated between the limbs of the duodenum, and this is the pancreatic duct. So this common duct will meet with the pancreatic duct. This duct is called as the hepatopancreatic duct. This duct will then open into, this is what? Duodenum, and this opening is controlled by a special type of muscles called as sphincter of Oddi. Fine. This was about liver. Next is the pancreas. As we know that pancreas is located between the limbs of C-shaped duodenum, and pancreas is a compound gland. Compound means it is endocrine as well as exocrine in action. Its endocrine part secrete hormones, insulin and glucagon. However, its exocrine part secrete pancreatic juices, and pancreatic juices contains various enzymes which will help in the digestion. Fine. So this was all about the digestive glands. Let's revise. 3 digestive glands are present over here with the human digestive system. 3 pair of salivary glands are present, parotid, maxillary and sublingual. These glands will pour the saliva into the buccal cavity. Saliva contains salivary amylase and will help in the digestion of starch. Liver is the largest gland, 1.2 to 1.5 kg in the weight, located in the abdominal region just below the diaphragm. Liver is having 2 lobes, and each lobe is having hepatic lobules, and hepatic lobules are the structural and functional unit of the liver. Like this, these are the 2 lobes of the liver. Each lobes is divided into lobule. Lobule contain hepatic cells which are arranged like a cord. Cord means like a rassi, you can say, or means this arrangement, you know, the straight arrangement of the cells. These cells secrete bile, and this hepatic lobule, each hepatic lobule is surrounded by a connective tissue called as Gleason's capsule. The duct of liver is called as hepatic duct. The duct of gallbladder is called as cystic duct. Both of these ducts will meet, and this is known as common bile duct or the common hepatic duct. This duct will then meet with the pancreatic duct and will form hepatopancreatic duct. This duct will then opens into the duodenum, which is the portion of small intestine, and their opening into duodenum is guarded by sphincter of Oddi. Liver is significantly an exocrine gland because it secretes bile, but it is also endocrine in nature because it secretes some plasma proteins containing clotting factors. Pancreas is a compound gland, means it is endocrine as well as exocrine, and pancreas is situated between the limbs of the C-shaped structure, that is duodenum. Endocrine part secrete hormones, exocrine part secrete the pancreatic juices containing enzymes, and hormones are like insulin and the glucagon.